It's my pleasure to be talking now with Tobias Eberle. He's the Chief Revenue Officer at DMI. Hey Tobias, thank you for taking the time to speak.
Hello, good afternoon.
Thank you.
It's also a pleasure.
Nice to have you with us, and I want to talk about something. We heard studies that say about 80% of companies are on the way or haven't even yet started moving towards this new digital frontier, towards a modern infrastructure and data structure. And how are you going to help them move forward and take the leap into the future?
Yeah, that's indeed a very important topic for us, but also for all the customers which have not been moved to S/4HANA or to the digital enterprise. And this is more and more a challenge because they have 7 years left until the 2030 from now on. And what to do. So the transformation is a very complex scenario. Yeah, you have to engage a lot of people, partners. You need software. You need other technologies, and one crucial thing is that how to migrate the data from the current landscape into the new landscape. And if you don't have here clever concepts, good products, it can be a disaster, I have to say. We have seen that many times at other customers. They're really struggling in exactly this, and this is exactly where we can help. Yeah? We from Data Migration International, we have developed a software, the CHIFS platform, which is automating those transformations. But also we bring a methodology, a concept, how to do it. And last but not least, we have also specialized people to do this, or we can work with partners or even customers using our platform by themselves. But the crucial thing of all what we do is to simplify the transformation or to simplify the data migration by taking only the really needed data from the current environments into the new one. And just to give you an example what that means. If you have maybe a system with 10 terabytes of data, and if you focus on the data you really need in the new system, this is maybe just some gigabytes. No? Okay. So the volume we have to transform goes down to the minimum, and that helps to lower the effort, to reduce the risk, and last but not least, we say simplify everything in this environment. And that means you need less people for the transformation on the business side, on the project side, on the consulting side. And that's exactly what companies are looking for, because time is running, and every day you spend with things you should not do, you should stop and think about what you really need to do, and that is where we generally can help to accelerate the things with our platform and methodologies and knowledge.
So what are some core concepts and technologies you leverage to do so? Because as we said, 80% of companies still need to move. There isn't enough probably people with the right skills to do so. So you're, of course, as you said, using a mix of experts but also technologies. So maybe you can give us some more examples on what exactly you're doing, and maybe also AI, a topic everybody's talking about right now. How does that play into your product?
Yeah, absolutely. So also we cannot stop developing our product, our company, and artificial intelligence is also something we do more and more. Implement and in the data migration challenge, to maybe to more automate those complex transformation rules, mapping rules. But it can also help in other areas. We also do it in the GDPR to identify, for example, personal data in a system which has millions or billions of records. That is sometimes, if a human, not possible in a short time. And so there is a lot of innovation. We also developed the so-called one-click cockpit, which is the next generation software which helps to automate the entire project implementation phase. And it brings also this innovation with artificial intelligence into the game. But at the end of the day, the major goal is to automate. And again, why we are doing this? Because of the 80% of the systems which have not yet been moved. Yeah?
Yes. And you've been saying that about only 5% overall on average of data is really the one that you would need to operate your system right now. And I think you also have a very clever way in your discovery part of the project to visualize that, because I think also data visualization is a topic that's really relevant to help people understand sort of which data points are valuable and relevant to them. Maybe you can describe a little bit what you've been doing there.
Yeah, that's look, our approach is to take only the operational data. We say this is maybe 5% of the data, and many don't believe that this is true. They say that
must be more.
That must be more. I have a 10 terabyte system, and I don't believe this. You cannot do this. And then, so first of all, we can then do this analysis, this data reduction potential analysis we call it, and to show the results, or we simulate the results with the system of the customer, with their data. And then they really see it in front of their face and say, okay, that's my system, that's my situation, and yeah, that's more or less the same result what they guys told me before. And then it's the momentum where they believe it's true. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, you can say whatever you want. Nobody trusts you at the very beginning. Yes. And so this is the first thing. But there is also a second thing which is very important, because then they like this approach because they understand less cost, less effort, less time, less risk, and so on. And then there is a but. But what is with the business? Yes. They need access to historical data and how to fulfill this. And we can say, okay, no problem. We can also bring the data, the historical data. We can access them from a sub-user point of view, so that the sub-user can see all the data, the current data, the operational data, but also all the history. But this data is not stored in SAP, and that's the main difference, and that is the big benefit. That this data is stored on chips, and chips is, from a money point of view, can manage and save the data up to 1,000 times cheaper than an SAP environment, which is paying off immediately.
Yes, yes.
And so they are happy. Business can access everything they want, and the IT is happy with the lower cost, and also the business is happy because they have less effort for the data cleansing. So there are a lot of elements in there. And not to forget, with our approach, we can eliminate typical pre-projects.
Yes.
Introducing the business partner. For many companies, this is a separate project. They start before the transformation. The implementation of the new GL, the same. Some customers are telling me, I first want to do an archiving project before I convert to SAP. And all this goes away with our approach. I can say, you please stop everything and maybe do it like we do. And in many times that really works, and people are, if they understand, they really like our approach, that we can hit many things with one step.
Yes, it's very unique, and of course with the benefits, simpler and cheaper and faster.
Everybody likes it.
Yes, that's definitely the pro right there. And maybe let's talk also about your partners, because I know they are very important for you guys. So how do you work together in the ecosystem? How do you stay connected with everybody and collaborate and innovate?
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Partner are very important for our ecosystem, or at the end for our customers. And we have over 100 active partners across the world. We have very small ones, local ones, regional ones, but also global ones. Just to name Infosys or DXC, or we work with Accenture and with all these big guys, but also again with many other ones. And yeah, they are important for us to scale, no? Because we are here a company which cannot do all the transformations. That's also not our goal, but we can enable those partners to train them, educate them, and maybe coach them during a project. And that's one thing. The partners, they this is their business, and we have a lot of them. But also customers, they do the same. They say, okay, I see this as an opportunity to do the transformation with my own IT team. And this is more or less the same. Then the customer is the partner for the implementation of us. Then we have also prominent examples like Bosch, for example, BMW, large one, everybody knows, Volkswagen. They are following this approach quite successfully. Yeah?
Sounds awesome. And maybe to close off, I always ask everybody, if we meet again in 2027, what will you and I be talking about then, while we approach the 2030 mark?
Yeah, I think then we have hopefully convinced a lot of customers using our platform, and then they understand our platform is not just used for the transformation. There is a platform where they store historical data, which is important for the enterprise, for every company, and they understand they can do more with GIS to maybe connect to analytics scenarios, to other data-driven use cases. And so our platform becomes more and more a data fabric for historical data, which is in every enterprise essential and a need to have. And this is where it goes. And we also develop further use cases to help companies in the operation of operational elements, like offloading data from subsystems or other systems, to keep them lean. Now with the transformation, we make the system lean, and to keep it also lean. That's another thing. Maybe today not in the focus, but in once this is done, they have new challenges, data growth, and all these will be topics in the future.
That sounds exciting. Thank you so much for giving us a glimpse into what you do. Tobias Eberle, thank you so much.
Thank you too.